Once again, I want to welcome everybody, you all, to another episode of the Food for Thought with Jay Hicks. On this episode, I will be giving my thoughts and opinion, as always, on one of the most talked about personalities on YouTube, Mr. Charleston White, who happened to be one of the few people that I myself follow, on YouTube. If I had to be honest, I would say that I enjoy watching his interviews. Him and Dr. Umar Johnson are definitely my favorites to watch. Like I said, many don't agree with Charleston's approach, but I feel that he has substance in his message. One of his latest episodes definitely got a lot of people in an uproar, especially the black community, regarding the Noel situation, But the thing about Charleston, man, most people miss out on is that, he's a comedian. We had a lot of comedians that didn't say some horrible things that people take as horrible things. But he's really making being a comic, But at the same time, he got a lot of substance in what he's saying. He does have a lot of substance in what I'm saying. The man is a comedian first and foremost. That's how I perceive it. He's a comedian, but he has substance. And like they say, the funniest joke was always told as the truth. Me personally, I feel that he speaks with common sense. He's raised in the South, me raised in the South. Like most people from the South, and I'm going to say some people, we was raised a certain way, to use common sense, to be respectful, So, and we don't see a lot of that today, which is sad. But, and me personally, I feel besides, like, as a man, you shouldn't feel or let what another man say about you bother you. I never got that. But in today's society, most men have, seem to have thin skin. If I have to be honest, most men seem to have thin skin these days. Like, And as African Americans, we take a lot of things personal. I think a lot of that has to be with our DNA makeup as this people. We are passionate. We are very passionate people. So, but if not, and I'm not going to say if your mind or and some of it come up with upraising, how you was raised, upbringing or whatever. You would take certain things that people say, and we was always taught that what somebody says about you shouldn't bother you unless they put their hands on you. But now, man, these kids, man, these young men that wants to stay boys or staying with a boys mentality, you can say something about them, and I say this all the time. I preach about this all the time. And they take offense to that. How can you let what another man say, affect your life? You know what I mean? When other races treat you like, SHIT. Other races treat you, and because your brother says something about you, you get all out blown up out of proportion. That's not a man's thing. That's not a man's thing. I was raised to be a man. I did some things in my life that wasn't like doing, I would say, stupid, ignorant things out of ignorance, and selfishness. I've done it, yeah, we have that. But as far as letting another man say something or worrying about what another man has going on, that I have never had that trait. And I thank God that and Charleston is breaking that down to these so-called men that still have this boy mentality. You know what I'm saying? But the white man call you a boy, you get mad. But will you shoot him? No. Will you shoot me? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's sad. But yeah, man, people can say what they want to say about you, man. As long as they don't put your hand. I'm having a hard time trying to figure out, why, especially the African American man, so easy to get caught up in not what another man say about them, but wanting to know what another man has going on in his life. Like, I don't know when did this change, when did this happen? You know what I mean? But to me, that's what females do. A female can see another female with a dress on, and somebody might say, "Oh, I like how that dress look on." Oh, I was gonna get that dress, but you know what I mean? That's female stuff. Not for a man to look at another man's shoes and get mad because he has those shoes on. I never could get that, man. I would never raise my kids to even be like that. Like, I don't know where that's coming from, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? And then as people, we don't look to build each other up. Our main focus is tearing each other down. That's another female thing. Just like I said, a female come in with a nice dress on. The other female will say, "Oh, I was gonna buy that dress. Oh, that dress would look better on me." That's something females do, not men. Men, all right, you know what I mean? You look, all right, brother. You know, you acknowledge it, whatever you do, but you don't just. How could I put it, man? You don't just jump out the window and crash out. You know what I mean? And that's what it is these days. And I feel like people, I'm gonna get past the BS with Charleston White, man. They will get the messages he's trying to put out there, man. He's talking to men with those boys' mentality, basically. You know what I mean? He's talking to men with a boys' mentality. You know what I'm saying? And they willing to crash out over the most asinine reasons, man. And besides that, if you pay more attention to yourself and what you got going on, you don't have time to wonder about what the next man set, whatever y'all call it, you claim to be these days, man. You don't have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like I said, me personally, I don't got nothing against Charleston, man. He's a comic, so, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely funny. You know what I mean? And we have to look at that, man. But like I said, a lot of these men got boys' mentalities, you know what I mean? And it's sad that today's men are stuck with a boys' mentality, you know what I mean? That's all Charleston is saying, man. That's my perspective. That's my opinion on the man, you know what I'm saying? And, all I can say is, man, women, I know it's a lot of single mothers. Raise your men to be men the best way you can. If you can't, give them to an uncle, give them to a positive man in the community, man, and let them, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, you know. We have to stop being like this as men, especially in my people, man, African American men. You know what I mean? Stop being stuck in that boyish mentality. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I blame myself as well. You know what I'm saying? We go to prison, things like that, and we leave these women to raise them. But when you get the chance to get back out here, man, help these brothers, man. Help them become men. You know what I mean? I'm saying, don't forget to leave comments, man. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel at jblends929, man, to get the latest updates. You know what I mean? Videos, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is my new podcast, formerly the Urban Minds podcast. You know what I mean? Now, Food for Thought with Jay, man. I appreciate everybody who's tuning in, man, who's listening. Don't forget to share these videos, man, because somebody out there that might need to hear this. You know what I'm saying? And again, man, like I said, Charleston is just trying to relay the message to our people the best way he can. And he's proven that a lot of us have thin skin as men. You got to become men. Stop wanting to be boys, man. Become men. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe again, man. Don't forget to like, comment. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to spread this message, man. Appreciate y'all. This is another episode, man, of the Food for Thought with Jay Hicks, man. You can catch me on YouTube. You can catch me on Facebook at Jay Hicks, man. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. Stay up.